Well, everybody, how's your day going today? Darren Yankee with Ekawai Farms. We are out in our pastures going to add another water spigot to our water line. We wanted to divide up our paddocks a little tighter. So we want our water lines a little closer together to have a little bit smaller paddocks. Different times of year call for different measures. So right now we're looking at narrowing them up, so we thought we'd throw in a water spigot. It's pretty easy. You can all see the water line right here is plastic above ground, just ran underneath the fence. Now I'm going to do this with water on in the line yet. So we're running 100 psi at our well. So coming through this line right now in our watering system, we're probably running about 70 psi, I would have to say. So we'll start off. Here is our plastic tee with our quick coupler on. Now the quick coupler has this prong that sticks into it. Normally there'd be a hose on the end of here that will go to our watering tank for the cattle. So I'm going to put that prong into the coupler so the water can come in through the tee and flow straight out through the end of here, just in the air right now. So that way it relieves the pressure out of the line once we start putting it back together. So let's start off. We're going to cut the line open. There we go. We got the line cut open. Made just a little bit of a water mess, but hey, we'll make it through it. I got this fancy dancy cutting tool. Really works good on an inch line. I'm going to screw this tee in. You can see I just shoved it on, snugged it up by hand. We'll take the other end of the hose, insert it on the other side of the tee like that. So I got water coming out here, bypassing. A little bit of a leak here yet, but we'll set it down, shake it around some, make sure that's in there good. And we'll crank that nut tight by hand as well. So now I get both sides of the tee tight by hand. I'll take off the bypass or the coupler there. We'll take our handy dandy channel lock we brought and we'll tighten up these nuts a little bit on both sides of this tee. We're having pretty good luck. We really like these tees that go over the outside of the hose. We're not restricting water flow. If you get a barb fitting that goes inside of the tee, we start restricting water flow. We never had one of these fall apart or break or pull apart. We've been using these in our watering system for the last 5-6 years. I think it's 6 years we've had this watering system going now. So I'll shake this down, set it back on the ground, because we just made our hose an extra 4 inches longer. So now we just got to put an extra little kink in it and shake it around, make sure it sits back on that ground. Now eventually this will get grown over with grass again, just like it was when we got here. But we're going to put it right to use. I'm going to take my water hose with the end on it, put it in the spigot, and now the cattle should start getting some water on the other side of the ditch over there. This watering system works out pretty good on this fence line we're on right now. We have pasture on both sides of it. We just got to go across a ditch to get over on that side. But on this side over here, it's all pasture as well. It all varies on how many cattle we got in this group when it's coming through these particular paddocks and how many days it has been since we last grazed it and how tight we want the cattle in their paddocks. So the less head, the smaller we make the paddocks and the more watering spigots we will need. We have been leaving the cattle go back for 2 days to the same water. So we're still moving them every day, but the second day they're in there, they have to go through the first paddock to get to the water tank. So this is eliminating some of that. We'll have paddock and more of the water tanks. Or water tanks and more of the paddocks, I guess, huh? All right, well, you guys all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.